Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the channel, new video. Oh, I'm fuming. Not happy. So someone has left me a 1-star review. Like, I'm proper pissed off. Do my head in, they do, some people. So, yeah, I sold the machine a couple of weeks ago, and the chap had a few issues with it and all the rest of it. He was on to me about it anyway, and he left me. I've went on my thing the other day and it comes through as an email, you know, someone's left you a 1-star review, and I'm thinking, oh, here we go. 1-star review, like, I've got 5 stars on all my things, and I'm fucking pissed off, to be honest. It's took me ages to work on my reviews, and you know, getting different people, you ask people to leave them here and they don't, and then the odd few do, you know what I mean, and they've all been like 5-star ones. Anyway, I'll pull over and I'll read it to you, what he's left me in this review. Like, oh mate, like I say, I'm not happy about it. I'll just pull over here. Oh, he's wheel spinning. Right, so this chap's left me a review on my Google, and he's put, very disappointed, bought a mower in full working order, used it for 10 to 15 minutes, and the deck wheel come off and went through the deck and wrecked the blades. Contacted Jan, and he claimed as we haggled a little, he refused to correct his mistake as there wasn't enough money for him to put it right. Give him a chance and he wouldn't do anything. We put it right at our own expense, which cost us 80 quid. 80 quid! After using it for another half an hour, other issues have arisen, misfiring and keeps snapping a belt. Very disappointed in this highly unprofessional business. So that's what he's put on me Google. Fair enough, you're not happy, like, you're not happy, you know, I can't do nothing about that, you can't please everyone, but there's more to this story than meets the eye. So he hasn't put anything about there about what actually happened. So, like most reviews, they're going to leave out the bits that he doesn't want to put in, and he's only going to put in the stuff that he wants everyone to see. So what actually happened was, I had a machine up for sale. It was a part exchange, it come in part exchange, it was hanging, it was well old. Anyway, I didn't really do any work on it, I didn't really want to retail it as such, it was just sell it as it is, move it on. I don't want any sort of responsibility for this sort of machine. Anyway, I went through it, I did all the usual stuff. I put a new battery on it because the battery was goosed, so you know, that cost me 50 quid. I checked all the blades over and everything like that, and the blades were knackered, so I put a new set of blades on it. Cost me 50 quid. I checked all the oil, went through it all. I think I put a bit of fuel pipe on it as well, just minor general tidying up sort of stuff. The deck on it was fine, there was no holes in it, it was solid, it was hanging but it was solid. Checked all the belts on it as well, the belts on it were fine. So I didn't want to throw loads of money at it because it was never going to be a nice machine, because like I say, it was old and it was hanging. So I put it up for sale, like 800 quid or something, just to see it gone, and that pretty much evened the score. There was a little bit in it, but nothing really, you know what I mean? It didn't really want to sell it. Anyway, I had a bit of interest in it, nothing really major. Anyway, this one chap got in contact with me. At this point as well, I think I dropped it. I'd brought it down a couple of 100 quid as well, you know, I was just trying to clear it. So it was on as a working machine, but again, it was a trade-in and it was old. So this chap came, contacted me on the Facebook and everything like that, wanted it for nothing, all this sort of stuff. And like I say, I didn't even want to sell it, it was just a case of just moving it on. So I took his bid, he bid me like 500 quid or something. It wasn't much. This thing, if it was in like mint condition, you know, you'd probably get 1500 quid out of it. So it was, you know what I mean, you're paying 500 for a 1500 quid machine. But like I said, I put belts on it, batteries and all the rest of it, carb clean, and just done some regular maintenance really, more than anything. So he come down, he had a look, and my own fault. Anyway, I was showing it in work and in my unit, and I've got a bit of fake grass in there, just in the corner. Don't know, I put it in there years ago and never really did what I thought it was going to do anyway. So I've let the blades go. Anyway, it's caught that bit of fake grass, and I'd never start them in there, but anyway, I did for whatever reason. Anyway, it caught the fake grass, and it threw the belt off and it smashed the blades together, and it was just like, oh, here we go, you know what I mean? It was like, here we go. Anyway, the chap seemed all right. He didn't seem that interested. I said, look mate, give us 10 minutes, I'll sort this out. So I took all the covers off and everything, see what would happen. I thought it's going to have snapped it, but it hadn't. It just threw it off. So I put the belts back on and everything like that, put it all back together again. It took me 5 minutes. Well, the chap was waiting, set all the blades up, the timing and everything, and then put it all right, got it up and going, you know, ran it up, blade spinning, everything was fine on it. So he was happy, he took it away, and he knew, at the point of sale, he knew it was a trade-in, it was just being cleared, it wasn't like a warranted machine, nothing like this. You're just kind of buying it, you've had it cheap, I've knocked more money off it, it's just a case of take it as it is and, you know, it's yours. Anyway, about 3 days later, I think it was the next weekend, anyway, I get a message off him. I've been using this machine, the wheels fell off and smashed the blades and smashed the deck up and all this sort of stuff. I'm thinking, well, how's that work? If a wheels fell off, a wheels fell off. I don't understand how it smashed your blades all to pieces and ruined your deck. So I quizzed him on it, went backwards and forwards with him a little bit, you know, and then he come out then and then basically, because I said, well, how does a 10mm nut fall off and smash your blades to bits? I was like, that wouldn't work. And then after pushing him on it of what he'd actually done, he then come clean and went, oh well what it was, the wheel fell off and the old boy that was using it ran over the wheel. And I was like, well, that's what's broke you, smashed your blades together then, hasn't it? You've ran over the wheel. So the big plastic wheel, anyway, he sent me a picture of the wheel, the thing was in half. So the wheels fell off, and rather than him stopping and going, oh, the wheels fell off, it needs a 10mm nut on the top and tightening it up, he didn't. He's carried on going, hasn't he? And he's smashed straight over the damn thing, and he smashed it all to bits. And I was like, well, yeah, that's what's broke it then. You know what I mean? It's not, yes, the wheel fell off, yes, the 10mm should have been checked, maybe, you know what I mean? Is it rattled loose, whatever, I don't know, I can't, you know, it's a 10mm nut, things come loose, whatever. It was pretty good when I left in my place, you know what I mean? I don't remember it being an issue. But things happen, it's a trade-in, it was like 20-year-old, like, what do you expect? So yes, we got in contact with me and he said, look, you know, like, can you pay to fix it and all this, because, you know, this shouldn't happen and the wheel shouldn't fall off and all the rest of it. And I said, yeah, no, that's fair enough, but in theory the wheel fell off is one thing, but then you running over the wheel and smashing the deck to bits, that's something completely different, isn't it? That's two issues now. Yes, I'm liable for the wheel falling off, fair enough. Well, here's a 10mm nut then. You know what I mean? It's like, but he didn't need him on that. He wanted me to buy him a new set of blades. And I said, look, pal, I've already stuck a new set of blades on it. If you've smashed them to bits, that's your fault, mate, really, not mine. You should have ran over it. You should have stopped. And he said, oh, well, the old boy's a bit deaf and blah, blah, blah. And he shouted to him to stop and he didn't hear him and he didn't notice and he's gone mowing through it and chopped it to bits. Anyway, he come backwards and forwards a little bit. I said, look, pal, I've knocked you a couple of £100 off it as well. You knew you were buying it as a trade sale. It was sold as seen. You were told all this at the beginning, and it had new blades on it, and it had to do this. I'm not throwing another 50-60 quid at it and buying new blades for you because they're going to be a number anyway. So this went backwards and forwards for a couple of hours, and he kind of went, all right then, and off he went, and I never heard back off him. So I messaged it, and then I never heard back. Anyway, a couple of weeks later, I get this thing come through, and anyway, it's him. I thought, oh, here we go, who's this now? Anyway, so I've seen this review, and he's put on there now that he's throwing belts off and it's not stop starting and all the rest of it. So basically, he's had to go and buy a set of blades, hasn't he? Put a set of blades on it, even though I've just put a brand new set on and you've knackered them. And now he's saying the belts are snapping or something. Well, you don't know if that's true, do you? You don't know if he's just having a whinge and he's making stuff up. You don't know, do you? I've not seen it. But if it is throwing belts off now, well, you've probably bent something, haven't you, when you've hit that wheel? When you smash that wheel to bits, you've probably bent the shaft. So it probably is going to throw belts off now, innit? But again, how do you sort that out in business? That's what frustrates me so much. They want it for nothing. You knock it down and you bring it down to a point where you're literally just breaking even on it and you're just clearing it away. And then as soon as there's an issue on the phone, oh, you got to fix my machine. And I'm thinking, well, no, you didn't buy a retail machine. You bought a trade machine that was 20 years old and that was hanging. So what do you expect? So anyway, this going backwards and forwards and blah blah blah, and I haven't messaged him back or chased it up on anything, but I'm a bit annoyed that he's left me a 1-star review because he's had to spend 80 quid. Like, come on, it's 80 quid. Like, if he'd have asked me, I'd have got him a set of blades at trade price and they probably would have cost him 50 quid. So, but he didn't ask me that, he just wanted me to pay and fix it and do all the rest of it, and I was like, look, you know, how bad are they? He said one of them's smashed to bits, the other one you could probably sharpen it up and all this, and I'm thinking, well, fair enough, but it is what it is, isn't it? You're paying a couple of £100 for a ride on, you're going to get something that's old and that needs work, you know, or ongoing maintenance, shall we say. It was just, I probably would have done it if I hadn't have already just put blades on it, but I was pissed off because if I've just spent 50 quid and put new blades on it, obviously I get them at trade, so, but if you'd have bought them off the shelf, you probably would have been 80 to 100 quid depending on where you go. But yeah, so I've ended up paying for this and putting it all right anyway, and then he's still not happy because he's ran over his own wheel, and then like that's like I can't think of the word. That's then like a knock-on effect damage, isn't it? It's not the problem that the 10mm nut came off. Well, I'd give you a 10mm nut, but it's the fact that you've run it over, innit? That's what's knackered it. So it's just annoying, But other than that, we've kind of been all right, I suppose, this week. I went down to the Royal Welsh on Monday. Yes, Royal Welsh Monday. So I went down there for a couple of days and just had a bit of networking and seeing a few different people. Got myself a new hat as well from Nugent. They were there. First time I've ever seen them at a show, actually. And I went over and I was speaking to him about my trailer and everything, because I rate mine. I'm not going to lie. I think it's good trailer. Like, I've had some bits of kit on there and weight and stuff on there, off-road obviously. And it's done its job, like, and it's been good. But anyway, I was having a laugh with the old boy. I say he's an old boy. I was having a laugh with the chap there. He must own or run the company. I won't say his name, but I do know his name. But anyway, yeah, I was having a bit of a back and forth with him and trying to get him to sell me a trailer cheap, you know, straight from manufacturer, and boycott the dealers and all this sort of stuff. Anyway, he got to a point where I think he knew the score. He was up for the crack. Anyway, he gave me a hat and basically told me to clear off. So I thought, that'll do. I'll take a hat, and off I go. So that was good. Seen a few old faces that I haven't seen for a while. It's good, these shows. You kind of meet up with all the people that you do business with sometimes, but you don't necessarily see them. You know, it's all over the phone deals, and you're picking stuff up, and you don't always cross paths, and so that's always handy to go in and see most people. But yeah. Just one of them weeks, I suppose. Sold a few bits of kit this week as well. Me new unit's coming up now. I'm pretty much in. I still need to do the lights. It's the only thing. I'm struggling to find an electrician who'll do it on the cheap. You know, I could do it myself, but I don't like electric, so I let somebody else do that. I'm in now. I had 3 machines in there the other week, but I've sold 2 of them. So it's now like got 1 machine in there. I picked up another machine yesterday, so that's gone in, so I've got 2 in there now. But I've been trying to build it up to get, you know, a good bit of stock in there, but it's just going out as quick as I can buy it again. So it's one of them, I suppose. That's business, isn't it? Better to sell it than be sat on it, I suppose. But yeah, anyway, I've still got my tractor as well, actually. I've got a compact tractor there, right, which is virtually for nothing now, and I've not had much interest in it, I must admit. I'm surprised. I thought it would have flew out with the money that it's on for now. But yeah, that's a bit of an update for this week anyway. I won't keep you all any longer, and don't leave me any bad reviews. Whatever you do, please do not go on there and start leaving me joke reviews, because that, as much as it might be a laugh, and I'd probably do it myself, but you know, it is a business, and we are trying to keep our reviews up, and you know, people do read reviews, and it's handy when you're doing distance sales or you dealing with people across the country. You can say, look, read our reviews, this is what we do, etc, etc. You know, you don't want it full up of people whinging because they but again, like I say, he hasn't put on there that he's bought a part exchange machine for next to no money. He's put it on there as like he's bought a new machine that's mint, you know, and out the showroom and and it's broke, and I've said fuck off, which is not what happened. But again, this is what you get, don't you, dealing with customers. But yeah, anyway, righto. I'll catch us all on the next one. Oh, and if Nugent, if you are watching, come on, sort me out, innit? Do me a trailer, get me something, you know, that I can demo or do a thing, and I'll do some videos on them, because I do rave about my trailer, I must admit, and they're not paying me for it. So, but yeah, they are a good trailer. Anyway, righto chaps, I'll catch you on the next one.